how happy Spo was.
Yeah, he was relaxed.
You wait till that first presser when he goes, "We got enough," and how irritated he's gonna be.
Well, that's
just how
that's
it
going to be a
is.
regular season thing. He's not going to do that in camp.
Right. But I'm just saying that's the course of just everybody. Like everybody, first you're gonna have camp, you're glad to be back. Then you're gonna be like, damn, it's camp. When does the season start? And so forth and so on. I think one of the things that I'm very interested to see is the fact that everybody got some damn rest.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't realize they played 2 seasons with no break, basically.
Nah, but yesterday, PJ Tucker, fresh off of his championship, he said, I can tell. We got a good team. I was like, oh. That's his first heat practice. So he's taking the temperature, Leroy. He's like one of those scan temperatures that just goes right over your forehead, or one of those little guns that they do when you get into the arena. And then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, no fever. He's got that already checked. He could tell. You know what he called it yesterday? The dog pound. Goosies.
No. How dare you?
What?
You can call it anything else but the dog pound.
Damage is done.
That name's already taken.
Oh,
damage is done
by your loser Cleveland fans.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think he was referring to the same dog pound of the Aaron Goldhammers eating hot dogs and bathing in mustard. I don't think he's referring to the same thing.
You can use any other name.
Oh,
I will say this: if you want an idea of what your team is going to look like, let me just throw a couple of names at you. PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, and the other Morris twin.
Don't. He's Markeith. They have the other Morris twin. The Clippers have the other Morris twin. Marcus.
Markeith, right? Think about that. You got 3 of just 3 pit bulls just waiting to get at it.
Yeah. You know what happens when you get 3 pit?
You know what? Here's the amazing thing to me. How much of a nuisance Kyle Lowry is on the basketball court. Well, I'm talking about if he plays for your team.
Yep.
He's a dog. He's out there getting it, right? And how soft-spoken and just fun and cordial he is. Oh.
Yeah. Would you want to know something though? There's only when you put 3 pit bulls in together, there's only 2 places they go. 1, the dog pound, or 2, the junkyard. Either one works for me, Leroy. Either one works for me. Here's PJ Tucker.
It's a pound, man. A dog pound for sure. The thing is, when you in free agency, you look to go places where you think you fit first, and then familiarity, right? People you play with, people you know. Me and Bam from the same place. Played against Jimmy for years, guarding each other. Me and Kyle played together. Me and Markeith. So it's a lot of familiar faces in a place where I wanted to be from the start. So just made sense, and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, goosey.
You know who he talks like? Yep. He got a little Doc in him, but he sounds like who's the D lineman from Miami? He plays for Baltimore right now.
Calais Campbell.
He
does.
It's not like
he's
Calais
got a very
Campbell.
deep voice. He's got
That's not deep. It's just kind of like almost like he's been screaming for the last 3 days.
Maybe. I feel like he probably came out of the womb sounding like that. Like his
talking.
Like his cries had bass to it when he was a baby.
Milk. I'm hungry.
Oh, I love that. PJ Tucker, he was just giving you that heat culture immediately because he's wanted to be here. He said it. He's wanted to be here.
They all say that.
Oh yeah,
they all
so good.
They all say it, and I think you know what? It's something to be said about a guy who's brought in by the Heat and a guy who chooses to be here. Because when you choose a situation and you understand what you have to go through, that's a whole different circumstance than if you're drafted or picked up off a waiver wire or something like that. And so they know what they're getting into. They know the work that goes into it. Everybody everybody you talk to knows about how the Heat do things, right? So, and they signed up for it. So I'm looking forward to it because you have a lot of guys that chose to come here understanding the way the Heat do business.
I walk in there yesterday, Leroy, and you could just feel like a plume of culture just like oozing over the court. It was because let me just say,
stop.
No.
Why are you ruining it?
Just let me set the scene for you, right? So I walk in there.
Ruining it.
Come on, I was boots on the ground. All right, and I walk in there. All right, I see Andy Ellisberg. That makes me happy immediately. All right, I see PR. That's Pat Riley for you squares. All right, I see PR and Spo chopping it up, meeting of the minds. You know, the two of them together, and then Spo he gallivants on over, and him and Kyle Lowry are talking things over. You know what Kyle Lowry is? That's his new QB. All right, and and they got this thing. So there's no QB controversy with the Miami Heat. All right, it's good to have a Miami QB controversy that's not a thing. Because I asked Bo about Lowry yesterday. That's what he had to say.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. He just has a voice, a mind, and a way about him. He can get everybody organized, particularly as we're installing very quickly. But with veteran guys and high IQ guys, they can kind of take the reins until we get all the details in, particularly on offense. But he's your classic, prototypical all-league quarterback. Yeah, he can organize the gym for you.
How about that? A little QB1, low dog.
You gonna get us banned from the facility with
What?
this
What are you
nonsense.
talking about?
Dude, it's too. Hey, can I look? You my boy. I want what's best for you. You gotta slow your roll a little bit. You come in guns a blazing. By the time January hits, you're like exhausted.
Nah, dude.
Let it. Come on, we still got a little football in us.
What are you talking about,
okay,
dude?
basketball hasn't started. It's good to be excited
Oh, yeah,
for the start of camp.
Yeah.
But
it's
camp.
The Dolphins didn't have practice yesterday. You know, the Heat did. You know, everybody's still talking about the safety thing. That was like the big thing. Oh, Stoodsville. He explains the safety. All right, Stoodsville, we get it. You guys messed up. But Spo talking about his quarterback.
Long as I've been in football, there ain't never been a pass thrown completed in the end zone. That sounds like only 20 things could go wrong. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
History
the play
maker.
may have not been designed for that. But if you're a coach, you don't give an option of failure.
Yeah.
You just don't.
Well, damage is done. I'm done talking about it. It's already over. Who cares?
The only reason why you're done is because you had the Heat Day.
Yeah, I did.
And you're excited about that.
Oh, you know what else I saw?
Now, is it the new car smell? Because if we'd had, would you be just as excited if it was the same team?
No. In fact, you know what? The stuff that was old excited me more. Like I saw Shane Battier there yesterday. It's kind of like if you have an old classic car and you just hear the engine rev. And they go, oh, is that Shane Battier? I thought he was gone. I thought he left. Nope. Just left full time. Still a consultant. Everybody thought, oh, he's going to go take the Jazz job. Want to know why? What he did was he infiltrated the Jazz because we have the old switcheroo that's coming to 3 years down. So he took their intel and brought it back to our camp. Suckers. They don't even realize they got a fox in the hen house with D. Wade. You know, D. Wade, he's tagging Hassan Whiteside on Instagram.
It's funny. You pick and choose when athletes can use their petty. I'll tell you what. D. Wade may be cordial and all that, but you best believe his plans in the future is for D. Wade.
Nah.
He ain't think about the Heat right now.
Nah, you mentioned it yourself. You heard Spo talk about that reunion. They were all BFF. They're all under great terms.
Wait,
best of friends.
So what? Wait, D. Wade left and he was dressed up like a genie, like Pat Riley. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, because they're not Team Petty anymore.
Really?
It's over.
Kind of like you.
What do you mean? I've laid down my sword.
With everything.
Nah, dude. Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Really?
Yep. Oh, dude, I saw. You
Okay,
know what else I saw yesterday?
Once you talk about once you start talking about LeBron, we'll revisit that.
Tell you what else I saw yesterday. I saw a little showdown at the old 3-Point Corral. Duncan Robinson v. Tyler Hero. It was good. And you know what they do? They shout out the streak as it's going. So it's big stakes. Big stakes. I think Dunk got the nod. Started out Tyler Hero strong. He got the one corner. He was lighting it up. Oh, looking good. But then Duncan Robinson, they got into the media corner. That dude didn't miss. He's amazing. Oh, money ball.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of basketball players can shoot just standing there shooting.
Yeah, but it's not like that. He moves like all their threes aren't like that. They're not stationary. They're all like a catch and shoot, moving around kind of in the thing.
Well, yeah, but catch and shoot is great when a 6'9" guy ain't in front of you.
Yeah, but he's 6'8", bro.
Like,
he's fine. He's got it.
Okay.
You think Duncan Robinson? Let me get this straight. You think Duncan Robinson is having trouble getting off his threes? Dunks?
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's all coming together.
I'm not saying that it's tougher. I'm just saying that it's easy to make them all when nobody's in front of you.
Chris, yeah, but it's pretty impressive to see to see the clip that these guys can hit at.
You'd be amazed at how good we saw the board one time we went. It was like 90 out of 100, 88 out of 100.
Yeah, but this was
like, wow.
This is with the bright lights. This was with people watching. You know, the media eyes.
Bright lights.
You think you could? It's fine to hit it in front of Max Strus, but can you do it in front of me and Ira Winderman?
By the way, I didn't realize Max Strus was that tall. He don't look that tall on a basketball court.
He also looks in great shape. Max Strus. He's been in the lab. These are all things I observed day one of camp. Who knows what day two is going to bring?
Hey, Game Boy 305 said Leroy is bum guns, Tobin is fun guns.
Yeah, he is. He's just trying to. He wants to rein me in.
All I'm trying to do is keep you closer to home base so you don't get too carried away. It's too soon for that.
I was at home base.
It's too early. And then here's the worst part. You already did that's a win, that's a loss.
Yep.
Right? Without even knowing who the hell your team was going to be. So now you got 3 or 4 players on your team that you didn't even have when you did that's a win, that's a loss.
Nah, I think I had everybody.
That's a win, that's a loss meant nothing.
Oh, really? Coming from the same guy who does basically that's a win, that's a loss called Leroy's Divisional Preview. Samesies.
No, it's not.
It's the same game. It's the same game. It's the same game, dude. You just dress it up in your own little way. But you gave us the finishing of the division. Like, I basically know that's a win, that's a loss for you. You've made your point. And look, I love it. I loved Leroy's divisional preview. You want to know why? Because it's the same thing as that's a win, that's a loss.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Except, one big difference is we actually saw him play football before I made my determination.
Oh, really? Preseason?
You did it soon as the schedule came out.
Oh, really? You got a lot off the Dolphins' future by Reed Sinette's game winner?
Oh, my God.
Yep, everybody's...
Really?
Appreciate the listeners supporting me here.
Twitch?
It's the same game. Yep.
Really, Twitch?
Yep.
Point
for
Twitcher.
I'm telling you.
Can we play That's a Bum, That's a Bust?
Well, there's no busts on the Heat. They're all working out. Everybody.
The one thing that we will confirm, Tyler Hero, skinny.
Swole.
I mean, wait.
You guys will see for yourself today. I mean, like, listen, you got... No. That was very rude what you did yesterday, by the way. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. But we did get a scoop. I think we got a scoop in that on the way out because we're journalists. Yeah? You know, people don't realize this. People like to open up to us.
You're journalists. I'm just kicking it with my friends.
Yeah. Spo also said on the way out as he's walking out the door, by the way, Dunk's also added 8 pounds of muscle. How about that?
Did you ask any arm wrestling questions?
No, I didn't.
Gotcha. I get you. Professional.
No. Well, look. I saw Tyler Hero's
you say
didn't want to put the big meat hook on the table because I wanted him to keep pushing, keep working hard.
You say
if I'd have threw this gun up in there, he like, wow.
Yeah, Marcos, you say we're professional, but then wait till you get to the Victor Oladipo interview at the end, and then you realize, no, we're not.
I also did see you get Jimmy Butler to admit Goran Dragic is adorable.
I did.
I saw that.
I know. He said, I don't really like the word sweet.
He wasn't happy with sweet.
I don't like the word sweet. I said, what about adorable? He goes, that nails it.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he is. Because he is. He is. Just want to pinch those cheeks.
Even though you wanted to trade him.
For Kawhi.
You wanted to pinch his cheeks on the way out the door.
He'll be back next year. Can't wait. Kyle Lowry's going to have to give up that number.
Really?
Or they should just play with 2 number 7s. How about that?
They doing football.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
They make an announcement. Number 21 is now playing.
Do they do that in the NFL? I know they do that in college, and it always confuses me.
No.
I'm like, didn't I see this guy already?
There's only 53 guys.
Makes sense.
In college, you got like 100+ dudes. Like, they don't all dress.
Imagine if you had in the NFL guys wearing the same number. How mad would Tom Brady be then? He's already mad that they're wearing whatever numbers they want. Now you have guys just,
tell you what.
I just have people wearing the same number. What else is What's next? We're going to play with farm animals on the field?
When you got 6'4", 250 in your face, do you give a damn what his number is?
Apparently he does.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Tom Brady's been very get off my lawn. He's saying the game has gotten soft, which by the way, you made it soft because of your knees. Like, that's the reason the game has gotten soft.
No, he made it soft because of his greatness.
Nah.
They're like, ooh, we don't want to get Tom hurt.
Oh, Tom is gone. We had
basically, the rules were only for 2 or 3 guys. One being Tom Brady, the other one being Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Joe Flacco, all the guys that stand up in the pocket like statues.
All I'm telling you, dude, is after first day of Heat training camp.
It wasn't like that for RG3. They weren't protecting him.
Nope.
Cam Newton. They weren't protecting Cam Newton.
His own franchise wasn't protecting him. They put him out there with bum knees.
Right. I'm just saying. Like, guys that could run, that was getting clobbered on the football field, they wasn't protecting them. Now all of a sudden we protect it.
All I'm telling you, Leroy, is
just saying.
Leroy, things are coming together in Heatland. So the Heat practice yesterday. Jimmy Buckets. He's saying he doesn't like the whole hype of a big 3, Leroy. You know, people, they're dubbing Jimmy Buckets, Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry one of the new big 3s of the league. Jimmy Buckets doesn't do titles. As he says he doesn't do statement games or revenge games. Unsurprisingly, he also doesn't do we're a big 3.
We just hoop, play basketball the right way. I don't believe the hype of a big 3. We got a bunch of guys that can do things big. I don't know how many people we got on the roster, like 13, 14, 15, but all of our guys can play. Yeah, we're probably the 3 leaders that everybody's going to look towards and look at, but we're not going to be able to do it without everybody else around us.
Yeah, you always know, like, if somebody's going to aim the bum guns on you with the most scrutiny, that you're part of the big 3, Jimmy. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
See,
if that's like, if he's the one people are going to.
But I would say this. When you think of the big 3, and you think of the people that have them, we're talking about all world great players, right? I'm not saying that these guys can't be that, but you're saying that this 3, like when I'm thinking big 3, I'm thinking you can even go back to KD, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to LeBron, D Wade, Chris Bosh. You go to KD, Steph, and Clay, or Draymond, right? Like I don't see these guys as being on that same level, but it doesn't mean that I don't think they can have the success, because they're going to do it a little bit differently. You know what I mean? They're going to be a different type. Like, they're going to be the leaders, but they're not going to be like even
also
Kyrie,
they're also
KD.
all those guys typically when they join up together are pretty similar parts of their career. They're all very different parts of their career. You know, like Bam is just entering his prime, if you even want to say he's in his prime yet. Jimmy's like kind of still at the in his prime, probably has a couple years left of his prime, and then Kyle Lowry is on, I would say, the tail end to the twilight years of his career. Like it's kind of it's an odd conglomeration of your big three. Usually it's like
you just have to play different. You have to play differently. Like when you are in the position of Bam can just go out and ball out every game. He still has the energy. He still has the youth. He has whatever. When you look at Jimmy can go all out, but there are going to be moments where he's going to have to pace himself. And Kyle Lowry has to play the long game. Like he has to play a style of game that's going to have him available for the playoffs. And that's just where they are in their careers. I mean, LeBron's doing the same thing. LeBron's not all out like both ends of the court the way he was earlier in his career. Now he's kind of trying to pace himself so that when you need those spurts during the playoffs, he has the energy to do it.
Here's Bam Adebayo on the whole Big Three label. He says, ready for the pressure of it.
We embrace it. Obviously it's a big responsibility, but I feel like, guys like me, Jimmy, and Cal can handle that type of pressure and that type of opportunity.
Yeah, he's ready for it.
Is he shooting this year?
I don't know. I hope so. Fire away. I do love the fact that he's, like Eric Spoelstra said, got themselves a prototypical QB. Need somebody to set Bam up for success. He's always looking out for everybody else. Who's looking out for my guy? Good seeing him yesterday, by the way. Gave me a little dap.
So it seems like Tyler's going to take over the Gogi role?
Yes. He needs to go be microwave scorer, go start runs, all that type of stuff. Okay. And finally, here's a little bit of Bam yesterday saying, practice got a little chipperoo yesterday, Leroy.
Very intense. Didn't get chippy until probably like the very end because, everybody hates losing. But until then, I like the practice. I like the way it is. It's very competitive. We're getting after it.
Yeah, I like that. Getting after, and you know where they get after it, Leroy? In the dog pound. Like PJ Tucker said.
I ain't letting you call. You can't call.
Can't,
Somebody already got that name.
Go cry to Ken Carmen about it. I just took it. Just took it from you guys.
Really?
Yep.
When you say dog pound, we ain't talking about the Miami Heat. Everybody in the country know that. If you say to anybody, where's the dog pound? Cleveland. That's just the way it is.